And sometimes marriages, you know, unhealthy marriages function as a solo project. They don't function as a team.
Yeah.
And I always bring this up just because I always want to stress this. Marriage is not 50-50. Marriage is 100-100.
Yeah.
Like an effective team. I mean, like you look at like basketball, for example, there can be people that are like 50-50. Like if you pass me the ball, I'll shoot and make the basket.
Right.
You know, but if you don't pass me the ball, you know, I'm going to look at you and, you know, down you if you miss that shot.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's not how it should work. It should work that we're all 100-100 in this together. Whatever needs to happen, whatever's best for the team.
Yeah.
We're going to do that. Even if it's a loss to me or if it's a loss to you.
Right.
Quote unquote loss. We're going to do that for the,
because we're on a team. We're not keeping score against each other. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not keeping score against each other, and we're not trying to be ball hogs.
Right.
You know, we're not trying to be the favorite parent. We're not trying to be the best parent.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to be parents.
Right.
And have our kids really see us in that way.
Yeah.
So that's really important. And I always want to stress that because I hear it all the time. Where people are like 50-50. 50-50.
Yeah.
Marriage is 50-50 and compromise. And I'm like, no. Like that.
It's so true.
50-50 marriages they are the ones that make up the 50% divorce rate that we have in our country.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I don't know the statistics of all of that, but I can, with great authority of my mind, you know, through pure speculation and a little bit of just personal experience with people that have had marriages fail,
right,
or go through great struggles. It usually is because it's a 50-50 relationship.
Right.
And both partners are trying to kind of get theirs out of the relationship, get theirs out of the children, get theirs out of life.
Right.
And
it's just very easy. Like as soon as you have that mindset, in my mind, I see it as this, like you're keeping score. Because you're like, well, I did this much, so you should have done that much.
I hear that a lot too.
And so as soon as you think that you're only giving 50, you see less than in the other person. Because of course you feel, we're all like this. We feel like we did like everything we should have.
Yeah.
And so the other person has to live up to that.
And it's okay to admit it. That actually is the first step to fixing that issue.
Right.
Is to admit, I'm feeling like I'm doing more in the relationship right now.
Yeah.
And maybe you are.
Right.
Maybe you are. Maybe your spouse is being lazy in certain areas.
Right.
You know, and you have to just kind of bring that out, like with everything, bring it out so that you can communicate and work through it.
Right.
Get back on the same page, bring understanding to the situation.
Right. For the purpose of getting on the same page, not for the purpose of being like,
not touting.
Right.
Not bringing it up in order to accuse or in order to, like you said, kind of put your score on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Like it has to be something where, again, you're coming with love. You're coming with, I want the best for us.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if you haven't really committed to your spouse 100%, maybe don't bring it up, you know, because that really has to be first, because you will just come with the scoreboard.
That's a really good point.
You know, make sure that you have committed, even if you know that they haven't committed 100%. It is not your job to withhold your percentages or whatever it is from your spouse. Even if you know or think or assume that they're holding back from you. Because that's not love. And it's not the love that we're supposed to show our spouses in marriage. You know, we're supposed to be all in.
Yes.
That's why a lot of people kind of knock marriage, because they're like, what is this stupid like legal commitment
Right,
that I have
right.
to like make to this other person? Like, I love that person.
right.
Why do I have to like sign a piece of paper that like legally, you know, half of my belongings now belong to
Right.
this other person? And I get it. It can be kind of silly, but if you look at it as just a metaphor for the way you're going to act in your marriage, I mean, it says, till death do us part.
Right.
That's a
That's
big
all in.
statement. That's a big
Yeah.
statement. Like, I'm with you to the end. So you might as well just be all in.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to live the rest of your life 50%.
Right.
Like, that's going to tear at you, because you're always, see, this is the thing too. You're always going to be wondering if that person's withholding percentages from you.
Mm.
You're always gonna have that in the back of your mind, and that's why divorce comes up. That's why you know, adultery comes up,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, I kind of love this person just as much as the percentage that I'm giving to my current spouse.
Right.
So it must be the same love. I must be not in love with that spouse anymore. I must be in love with
Yeah.
this new person, because that same percentage you're able to give, because
That's
you
such a
already
good
had
point.
you had 50% to give.
Yep.
You know, I'm getting a little worked up. I'm sorry. But I think it's important. I think it goes hand in hand with raising children. Because it's so easy to keep score.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's a perfect analogy. It's so easy to keep score when you have these little ones to rack up points on.
Right. Yep.
You know? What's up, everybody? You just watched a clip from one of our Just Breathing podcasts. If you want to see the full version, you just hit the link in the description below. Or if you want to just keep watching clips, we got some more right here. Thanks, everybody.